Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, Juanlu Sanchez, that man, he was looking for a Bible, a Quran. He was looking for, you know what I'm saying, the skyward sword from Ocarina of Time and all that stuff. He was looking for the Ocarina itself. He was looking for the Kingdom Key from Kingdom Hearts. He was looking for a battle rifle from Halo. You know what I'm saying? The chainsaw gun from Gears of War. He was looking for as many weapons. He was looking for the fire flower from Mario. He was looking for as many weapons or something to protect himself from the ass whooping that Gabriel Martinelli was gonna give to him today, but he couldn't find not one thing could have helped him today. It was ass whooping, man. Let's go. Arsenal 2, Sevilla 0 in the Champions League. Oh, it's a good day, Timo. It's a good day. How's you doing, sir?
I'm not too bad, man, and as you said, it is a good day. I cannot deny. I have to testify.
Yes, sir. Amen, brother.
Amen. No, but for real, the game, yeah, man. Today was a much needed day after some of the feeling amongst the fan base regarding officials and officiating. I think it's good to just get back to the football and ultimately at the standard we want. The standard we want to be representing the club at. Moving forward. So, wow. We say 2-0, but that game was dominant, personified.
Domination. And real quick, we can go to it, but we can look at the stats. Again, Arsenal 11 shots, 3 on target, 62% possession, 538 passes, 86% pack accuracy, all that stuff. Field tilt, if you want to look up that stat, it was looking all red. And if you look at them, 1 shot on target, 1 shot in the game, and that came at the very end of the game. The last thing that they did was a shot. That was their last important act. Anything that they could have done was their only thing that they could have done. One random ass shot when the game was done and dusted already, bro. Just speak real quick, Timo, to just how prototypical that control, how the basis of control again just comes into play in this game, and how you saw it break down again, and what we want in more games like this. At least is what Arteta wants.
Well, I mean, if you even go back to I believe it was Arteta's pre-match interview with was it
TNT? Yep, TNT Sports.
He was asked a question as to how different the team are playing this season compared to last season, and he spoke about how I think Rio Ferdinand brought up the conversation of control, and how he wants to control the game a bit more now, because obviously there were a few frantic areas last season that he felt we didn't deal so well with, and then Arteta just responded saying, look, the one thing that I would say is that last season we started erratically, so in a sense where it was very unpredictable how we would get our goals, where they came quick and fast, and that was a huge emphasis on how we wanted to play last season. Not to say that the balance, he wants to have more balance around that, so that if there are opportunities to kind of break forward and add a killer blow very early on, he's more than happy for that to happen. But in most cases, he just requires that bit more control, and he likes just as much control in the final third as he does in the defensive third. So it wasn't so much a sense of dominating and then not being able to do much from the back. If he doesn't have control from his goalkeepers, he's not happy. So kind of just going back to that and kind of reflecting on how the performance went, those players knew exactly what was expected of them today. And if there was a game plan, that was it. That was executed to a T. To have a team not have a shot on target, let alone a shot at all, until the 93rd of 96 minutes, tells you control personified. It didn't look at any point that we were going to concede.
It was nothing,
more
bro.
In the sense of it was the Martinelli show, and how many are we going to score? Unfortunately, unfortunately, it just happens that blocks were in the way, a few things, but in terms of actually being their man and being able to create in and around the box, I think it was very evident to see that Arsenal are really purring from minute 1 through to 96. So
100%.
Yeah, man, overall, the level of control I saw today is definitely something I want to see moving forward. And I think people are going to look at this and say, oh, well, it's a one-off. I mean, no, you've done this against
Everton. I was about to say, yeah, this is a European like staple, right? You know what I'm saying? People was giving us the whole rigmarole before we jumped into the Champions League. Oh, you guys can do that stuff in Europa League, or you can do stuff in the league, blah blah blah. But what happens when the European, you know what I'm saying, royalty, when the European mainstays come through and test you? What happened today?
What happened, man?
What was that?
Telling me about a team with like European pedigree.
And they got did the worst. I was about to say they got did honestly just as bad as PSV. You look at the goals flattered that PSV performance a little bit in comparison. This was domination. They didn't have not a sniff. Sevilla didn't have a look, not even a bit today.
Not at all, bro.
Craziness, man.
It was definitely good to see a few of the players that didn't make their appearances today. I know Trossard would have felt very happy with his performance.
I agree.
It just seemed like he was a lot more,
involved, man.
And a lot more aggressive.
100%, especially in the press, bro. This is a good time to at least transition today. I definitely wanted to highlight before we get into ratings, just some of the standouts and some, like, again, not necessarily the fringe players, but again, some of the squad players who maybe haven't had the best look in, or again, people that have been slandering them, you know what I'm saying, nonstop, saying they don't deserve to play for the club. And again, they might not be the tip top quality that we need all the time, but we have a squad that's deeper than most at this stage. And even with the injuries, there's still some quality there to be had. So again, Trossard came in today and did a job. I feel like was really good. Again, especially on the pressing tip, like, bro, he was very, very much on it. There was a couple of, like, again, possessions we won back solely off of him pressing and people not expecting him to be in certain positions. So that he was there for the goal.
As a whole, like, they performed their press really well. I mean, obviously, we talk about control. That's control without the ball and being able to force errors out of their defense and their forward.
I agree.
Players.
They had to hoof it. They had to hoof it more often than not, bro. We were just, again, especially pressing from the front. I feel like it was very, very on today, bro. It was very on, 100%. So yeah, that Jorginho had a good game today, which I do want to give a shout out to him, bro. Again, without that pass cutting through two lines of their defense, two lines of their block, like what happens? You know what I'm saying? The goal doesn't happen. The goal doesn't come to pass, bro. I love it.
I look at that and I think that's the sort of signing that Arteta would have liked to have seen, like, effectively do that more often.
Yes.
Maybe rules within the team or situations around the team don't allow it to happen often enough. But we all know, even before Jorginho signed with Chelsea, the sort of ability he has when it comes to being able to play balls from deep and recycle possession and whatnot. So I think it's credit to him, because obviously he has come under quite a lot of scrutiny throughout the period of his Arsenal career. But I think it's fair to say, like, when it comes to nights in the Champions League and you perform the way you have today, that goes a long way to changing that reputation that, some people are trying to
stick on him,
put on your name.
Yeah, I agree. So, even the last two games, even the Newcastle game, I thought he actually played particularly well.
No, yeah, he did.
So
very much so.
So again, just trying to change the narrative on that, man. You can't slander him today. You can't slander him today. Kai Havertz, I can't slander today, bro. I feel like people are gonna give him, again, even though a game this is where we cruised. People are going to give him some shit because he didn't score. Again, it was unfortunate to that, and I'm disappointed that he didn't score too. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that for. I'm not disappointed as well. But again, him winning more than his fair share of duels, him being in the right positions at the right time. Again, there was more that I saw more of that driving force with the ball in certain situations. It's growing. I just want to see more from him. But that was a solid performance in my opinion for him to at least have from that right space. And honestly, I feel like Saka benefited a lot from that too, for him being in the right position, playing a little bit wider, playing him in. I think that let Saka cook a little bit more, which again, sometimes you might not see that in other configurations of the midfield. So I think Kai had a solid game. I can't fault him either. Tomiyasu, again, another golden performance for that first half. Again, hopefully it was just tactical change outside of that. But yeah, we can breeze through the ratings at this stage. Let's get into it, man. David Raya, I'll start. I'm giving him a 9. Bro, he was on it today. Again, our defense didn't really have much to do. We kept a clean sheet, and just some of the distribution, bro. There were some passes where he just completely bypassed their whole defense with like one pass. That was a distribution that I know Arteta likes. That's the distribution I want to see from our starting keeper, bro. David Raya, definitely, he showed out today, man. I give him a 9. And I'll switch the wings, bro. I'll give Tomiyasu.
Pretty comfortable in possession. Not really a foot wrong. Offered a lot of help in recycling the ball, but also being able to recover the ball high up the pitch with Martinelli when he'd obviously ran a few. I don't know how many. I would like to know Martinelli's running stat after.
Dog, disgusting running stats.
More or less kept up with him when it came to being able to cover that left space. Obviously came off at halftime. I think I'm just seeing now that it was a bit of discomfort and they didn't want to take any risks. So props to him being able to get up to that point. But yeah, I'd probably give Tomiyasu a 7.
Yeah, fair. No, it's fair play. Gabriel Magalhaes, I'm probably gonna give honestly, I'd probably give like a 7.5. Again, like I feel like he wasn't doing anything extraordinary. I feel like Saliba had probably the slightly more extraordinary moments, like out of the group as usual. But again, not to discredit Gabriel, what he does is imperative for us. So I think a 7.5 is really solid. Again, clean sheet, kept it at home, kept the heads down. Yeah, doing what he's supposed to do, man. Gabriel Magalhaes, solid stuff. Yeah, Saliba to you.
I'm gonna give my boy Saliba an 8.
Fair. Fair. I would have rated him a little bit higher this game too. Just off of what I was seeing.
Yeah, no. I mean, again, both central defenders didn't seem like they had too much to do, but when called into action, they did well.
The Saliba stop, bro, off of the one dog. The attacker, he took one heavy touch. The one heavy touch, and I was like, bro, during the game, as soon as he took the heavy touch, I was like, oh yeah, he got that. I looked away, bro. I looked away from the screen.
I said to you, "Oh, we're in trouble," and he's like, "Nah."
As soon as I saw that touch go through, bro, I was like, "Nah, that's cool. We're good. We're fine." Cool. Dog, he's like that. It's Rolls Royce settings, bro.
He's way too comfortable. And I'm just happy seeing like they were speaking about in the TNT interview about how he's like how colossal his performance has been and how good it is to have a centre back of that caliber at the club and knowing that he's the youngest one out of the lot and effectively where do you see his ceiling? That guy has no ceiling. He can be as good as he wants to be on any day.
No ceiling. No ceiling's like a Lil Wayne mixtape. It's some real shit right here, bro. He's different.
Real talk. Yeah, but no, solid performance. Great on a clean sheet. And yeah, he gets an 8 from me.
I hear it. Ben White, I'll probably give a 6.5. I don't think he was better than Tomiyasu. I don't feel like it was a crazy performance. I feel like it was solid from him. You know what I'm saying? Not really like the most grandiose performance in terms of that. There weren't that many overlaps from him, and maybe that might have been like again a tactical consideration, or maybe just didn't do as much because Havertz was kind of occupying the wider spaces more often. But we just didn't see him in that forward capacity as much as he usually is. So no harm, no foul. Still a clean sheet. I give him a 6.5. Though out of that performance, just not the crazy Benny Blanco, you know what I'm saying, pull out the all white, you know what I'm saying, the all white fit for him and stuff, but solid nonetheless. I'll take it. I will give you Declan Rice.
I feel like I can't give this guy a below 8.5 or anywhere. Like I've not, bro. When we talk about, because we're gonna I know this is gonna come up at some point during his Arsenal career, and at that point it's like cool, because the topic of how much he costs won't even reflect on performance anymore. It'll be how many trophies he wins.
Facts,
right?
Facts.
But I'm telling you, from a perspective of what we have spent and the performances up till now, I don't think there's a player that has
transformative
+100 million by any top club
that does this.
God knows how long
that does this.
That performed to that ability. I'm sorry, bro. Like. Jude Bellingham, with all due respect here, like that one's like an anomaly, right? Because, I mean, like they retired his shirt at Birmingham at the age of 18.
He's cold.
But it's the fact that Declan has come in and everything, I can't think of a wrong thing this guy's done. And it's just, it's everything that the Arsenal midfield has been crying out for over almost 2 decades. Almost 2 decades.
I agree.
And he's just come in. If we're heavy on the touch and we've lost the ball, first person to track back. If a player's out of position, first person to recover the ball and recycle the ball so that the player is able to get back in position. Running with the ball. He's
unreal.
He's fearless.
Unreal.
And it's not even like he's the best dribbler on the ball, but don't discredit his dribbling. He can still move past the
he'll still glide. He'll still glide, like you know what I'm saying, like he on the dance floor, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. like he one of the Lay twins minus all the, you know what I'm saying, the domestic issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit crazy. Like he's like in all phases. He's such a factor in all phases. It makes no sense he's that good.
The fact you're even bringing up the fact of all phases just tells me that's what Arteta wants in terms of control. Yeah, like being able to actually dictate play or have an influence in play in all phases of the game.
Yep.
Like he's really not good at possession, very good in terms of his defending, and clearly he can get the ball forward and move forward with the ball. That's what you want. And it's arguably why, from a creativity standpoint, you know, we don't have the likes of Odegaard or Partey at the moment, and obviously it's becoming a bit of a question as to what will happen with the Arsenal midfield post Partey. But I don't think we're going to be too worried with the ability that Guy has on the ball. The ability that he has at this moment in time. I also don't know what sort of ceiling he has, because if we're looking at him now, and he's what, 24, 25?
Dog.
Like,
if we
time.
Dog, if we put another center mid like that crazy and just let him conserve a little bit of energy, this guy, and this is just a nitpick. He can go wherever he wants in the midfield, but if we have like another, like a demon next to him, bro, like a demon, like a Frankie De Jong, like a demon.
Bro.
If we get, you know what I'm saying, like a crazy, like, can control play just as much but in a different fashion. That's lights out. That's lights out, bro.
And I'd like to think, obviously, look, we've got Jorginho for like another probably 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, probably another year.
Sign another player.
I agree.
We'll be looking to bring in another player unless there are plans around other players within the youth facility. But we generally feel that midfield is a much better place with Declan.
Agreed. Absolutely.
And I can only imagine what's to come. But 8.5 definitely from me from the performance today.
Yeah.
He definitely epitomizes what it is to have that element of control in that midfield. So
I agree. I'm gonna jump to Kai Havertz next. Yeah, I'm gonna take the difficult ones this time. I'm gonna take the difficult ones this episode. Damn it. Kai Havertz. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give him a solid 7 today. And again, on the ball, again, he's probably not the most dynamic at this point in time. There are progressive runs. There are, again, bursts of, again, pace and driving that we see from him. But this is my thing. If you're gonna question him, again, on that for his whole performance, you're gonna question him. I feel like taking at least another qualitative look at what he does and how he helps move things along should also be in question. If he wasn't in certain positions to help, again, an extra run near Saka to take a defender away or open up a certain space or make something happen, who knows? Maybe for that first goal, if Kai Havertz wasn't in the position that he's in, maybe that space doesn't open up. Again, this is all hypothetical, but if you watch the game back, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But all I'm saying is his movement today, the ability for him to be in the right positions, pick up certain areas of space to allow things to open up. Those are sometimes the unmentionable things that go without saying, and people don't acknowledge how that helped, how that added into the equation. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just certain things. Again, if all Sevilla are doing are playing, you know what I'm saying, like balls over the top, or they're kicking from their defensive third. I mean, to get the ball out. One of the most sound aerial duelers in the midfield probably would help that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not direct. It's not the most overt contribution, but I think it helps. It helps add to the equation very significantly. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be patient with the on-ball stuff, and again, the scoring and the assisting and the GA and stuff. I can be patient with that because goals are coming elsewhere, and I'm not that mad at it. That will come. That's the part I'm disappointed in. But you can't credit how much he's helping to unlock the other areas of the game for other people to, again, benefit off of that. So that's why I said 7.
I think I agree. I think I do believe he deserves a 7 rating. I agree with most of what's been said, and I think when we're playing devil's advocate, people are going to look at that price tag and think, well, if you're paying 65 mil, he needs to do more. And there's no question about how much more he needs to do. I think that's pretty evident. But the player has to adjust, and the player has to be able to feel that. I'm not even saying he has to have a free role in the team, but he has to feel like he can be himself and his best self at the football club. I think his best game happened to be a very controversial game for us, and ended in a loss, which is upsetting. Because if we win that game, if we draw that game, we are talking about Havertz in a very different light to how we were potentially talking about him overall. However, I think, like you just said, there's a lot more things to justify in a performance away from a goal or an assist. And I want to hypothesize here and say that as much as we are missing the likes of Odegaard and Partey, and even Jesus and Nketiah now, we probably will see more from Kai Havertz. I mean, we've got in the next 5 fixtures, we've got Burnley, Brentford, Wolves, Town and Villa.
I agree.
And those are games that I feel he can definitely have an impact on. So if you haven't got stocks in Kai Havertz now and you're giving them up, I'd look to get involved. Just remember Timo Tuchel said that. Not Trip. So if
that's crazy.
They're bringing them over to me. Don't worry, I got you.
Nah, that's fine. I'll back the chat too, man. I've been trying to, honestly, I'm earnestly, again, any Arsenal player that comes through, I'm a support. And when times are lost, cool, what it is. But I feel like he actually adds something very good and significant to how we win games and control games, which has been a big theme this season, and that can't be discounted, bro. But when the goals start dropping and goals and assists start coming through, that's gonna be the rest of the package. They're gonna be, oh, what a good player he is, but they're gonna discredit the other work that he's built on to get acclimated to the squad and understand his role and how he contributes. So I'm just like, I see the makings of a good player that has a significant impact. You know what I'm saying? That already is making a good impact, but is going to continue it forward. I just want to keep seeing more from him. That's all. I want him to be more aggressive, more front-footed. Again, some of the goals that he was in position for, I want to see him take those chances more often. He's getting there.
I'll even go on, I'll stand on the hill and say once he starts scoring an assist, I don't think he'll stop. So
listen, I already put a bet up. I don't even want to say. I'll say it though. I put a bet up with somebody a minute ago from before the season that he'll get. I think he said 12 goals and assists in just this season in all comps. I might have said just 12 goals in the season in all comps, which is a crazy bet to make. But if it comes through, I'm balling. That's all you need to know. But yeah, real quick, give me Jorginho.
I'm gonna give him a 7. I would actually edge towards giving him a 7.5 just because
the assist probably took him over.
I feel like even after the and we spoke about him having a decent game against Newcastle as well, one of the better performers. I feel there's that element of people will say, oh well, if Partey were fit, he'd start over him, or if Odegaard were in the team, we might have seen a midfield three of Havertz, Odegaard, Rice. I feel like you've got to still perform on the day, and in a game in a European competition, you want your more experienced players to be on the pitch, and I think he was able to kind of legislate for that selection today. Pull the strings wherever they needed. Didn't really look too much under pressure when in possession of the ball, but also know when to give the ball to the attacking players, and effectively done his job to a very good degree. Very assured performance. Something that again a lot of people won't say about Jorginho. I guess in the last few games here and there, he's been able to really pick himself up and do what's needed to be done. When it comes to breaking lines, is something I haven't really seen him do too often in an Arsenal shirt, but tonight was exemplary as to why effectively he was signed, and being able to get Bukayo Saka and then eventually Trossard into the game just from breaking one line is I think it's a sign of things to potentially come, but also a statement for him himself to be like, you guys haven't seen exactly the best of me, but I'm ready to kind of show you guys what I really can do in an Arsenal shirt. So
yeah, bro was making lines disappear like a cocaine addict. Bro was ridiculous out there, bro. He was cooking. He was definitely cooking with something, man. But I'm gonna throw it to let me see, Bukayo Saka. I'll take Bukayo Saka. I'm going to give him I'm giving him an 8.5 as well. I think no less than that, honestly, Serbs.
Yeah.
I think he, again, in the minutes that he had, unfortunate to go down with a little injury, a little something at the end of the game, but he seemed to be fine after he came on the pitch. There wasn't really any treatment, but on the pitch, bro, he had some of that space to roam. And again, Saka with just enough space to get through is a dangerous man, bro. With a dangerous brother, bro. Again, touch tight on the shoulder, he's gonna turn you. He's too strong. Face up, he's gonna find a way to either get to the byline or cut inside of you with the extra step. There's almost nothing you can do but go through him and wipe him out, bro. No team in the world has any other plan to properly defend against this guy, bro. Again, I've only seen a handful of people actually defend this guy to a certain T. Ake,
about 3 people to do it.
Yeah, but literally, and an extra man just for security in the back. You know what I'm saying? Ake is the first name off the top of the head I can see that actually defended against Saka well. You know what I'm saying? But I can't remember the other names off the top of my head. But y'all people know like a couple. But case in point being, they didn't do it today. And you saw what happened, bro. Again, just wonderful play, opening stuff up very well. Some really, really good looks off the byline. And then his goal, bro. The ball in from Martinelli. Just cut, eek. Far post, simple settings, bro. He's just him. He's him. 2 goals and 3 assists in 4 Champions League games. What is he world class yet? Is he? I ask again. Is he world class yet? Shut up, man. Shut up, bro.
It's not even a conversation for us anymore. It's just to the doubters and the naysayers. I can't be asked, bro. Your favorite players probably aren't getting too many goals or assists in the Champions League. Seeing your team, go from 2-2 up to 4-3 loss. Hey, I'm not talking about nobody anymore. My fault.
Whoa, brother. Hold on, brother. That's another video. Whoa. Well, yeah. Give me Trossard.
Anyway, Leandro has come under a lot of scrutiny in a sense of not being either ready for games. I guess in a sense of sometimes he's either started and he hasn't started well, or he's come on as a substitute and not impacted the game well. I want to say he's kind of an enemy of circumstance. I feel like if it were to be a thing where he has I won't even say the confidence, but has the element of being able to just start games. You can clearly see that today he played out of his socks. But I think it's just a thing where Arteta's choice is always going to be a problem on the player. I don't think he views it as a problem, but I think it'll be a problem in terms of being able to get that consistent game time, because I don't look at Trossard as a player that if he gets a run of games, he won't deliver. The boy delivers when he plays consistently. And we can clearly see with the way that and his attitude towards the game from the off today. We didn't have any Eddie, had no Jesus.
Yep.
We needed to we needed to clutch up, and first goal, not even just the goal, the ability to keep the ball, give the ball away to the right players, have the ball well in good positions, and obviously
facts.
A little sprinkle a bit of dazzle, heroes, roulettes, you name it, the guys got it. So over a really good performance. I'd give him an 8. I feel like he did really well up to the point of his substitution, and he'll be really proud of that performance, especially in the Champions League. So yeah.
Yep. I hear it. And on to I'm gonna say 9.0. I think he's my man in the match, bro. The dog. Gabriel Martinelli, bro. He's my man of the match, bro. Oh my goodness gracious, man. The absolute level. Bro, you see how Gabriel, Martinelli, bro. Could make me cry. Gonna make me cry how good this guy is, bro. Had Juanlu on toast from minute 1. He was just doing whatever he wanted, bro. With two people trying to defend against him, bro. Just doing whatever he wanted. Across to the byline, does Berba spins with the ball, just a little light crosses in. Again, he just kickstarts attacks so much, bro. And it's just the fact, I'm not even worried that sometimes there's those gaps or distances between him and another player, like it's so far on that left hand side, because they just give him that room to run. They're like, yo, Martinelli, just whenever, if you get back in the corner, we'll be there to bail you out, but just take the whole space. Take it, bro. He's the definition of a live wire attacking wise, bro. He opens so many things up for us, just with the running power, the guile. Again, he's way trickier than people actually lead on to believe, bro. He's just so techie, bro. He's good. He's such a good player, man. It's just between Saka and between Martinelli, it's such a tough. Like, do you want to, like, you know what I'm saying, AK-47, or do you want like a, you know what I'm saying, like a sniper rifle or something like that to the chest? Like, what option? You still getting shot. It just depends on what method you want to get shot by. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. It's such a conundrum, and Martinelli adds to that so beautifully, man. Again, his work rate off the ball as well is immaculate. Again, him being comfortable between the left hand space and central spaces to, you know, combine with Trossard and interchange with Trossard as well. Very good. Dog, the ball to Saka for that goal was immaculate, dog. He's my man of the match, bro. He's such a killer. I love him so much, bro. I love him so much. Again, from Ituano for like 6 milli, Edu, give me two more, Edu.
Bro.
That's all I gotta say on that.
I hear there's a couple of, I'm not even gonna say what Brazilians before Chelsea or Tottenham are trying to hijack moves. Like, Tottenham are never gonna hijack anything. Anyway, but the point is, if I say names, Chelsea are going to be under our noses. So I'm going to keep going quiet, but Edu, you know what to do, buddy.
Facts. I just say this. You ain't gotta look too far in the alphabet. It's another M in there. Jeez. Yeah, so a cough, yeah. But yeah, subs bench. Honestly, I'll probably give everybody a solid, I'll say everybody a solid 7. I give everybody a solid 7. Everybody was cool, stepped in, did a job. Zinchenko was playing right wing for like a good 20 minutes, so I was like, that was funny. Exactly. Man almost scored a screamer volley too, so shout out to him for that. Everybody had a good run out. I'll give you real quick before we head out Arteta today.
Boy, 20 out of 10. So it takes a lot of courage, and I love the fact the club came out and backed Arteta after what happened on Saturday. Facts. For you to really come back, you know, and essentially you're in the eyes of press. I know TNT Sports are really nice when it comes to commentary, but there'll be a few pundits, Jamie Carragher and Neville in particular, that will, you know, speak terribly around their experience when it comes to their teams. They won't say the same thing. They'll you know, and Rio Ferdinand asked him immediately, how do you feel? Like, how are you? Because like he's been on the wrong end of that sort of scenario, and he's been teammates with Gary Neville, you know, and kind of looking at it from a perspective where your manager's had to come out and fight for you. The way he spoke about the players and the way he spoke about the club as a whole, you know, showed a sense of unity that I said from Saturday after that result, I can't be annoyed with the manager, I cannot be annoyed with the players. And it just goes to show you that the way the club's being ran, the belief around the whole football team, and ultimately kind of just like their non-negotiables and their you know, their values clearly show that, you know, we mean business. For him to then get the team selection the way he did today, have the belief in the squad, shows how much, you know, like we can let's let that go. But let's keep doing what we're doing, and if at any point it happens again in the season, we're going to do the same thing, because until it gets out of the game, you know, we're going to have to be that, you know, that anomaly that's constantly going to just be like, guys, like, we need this out of the game. You know, so overall, you know, 20 out of 10 for me, because the manager has to, you know, he's going to probably take a fine for standing up to the FA or PGMOL, but that's fine, because the performances aren't going to take a hit, clearly. It looked like he came out angry with the fact that the stats of that game only ended up with one shot from Sevilla. But hey, listen, we need our angry Arteta more than often.
Listen. I need, you know what I'm saying, them folks like Carragher and Neville to keep talking like that. And it seems like they're complaining about the game today for Manchester United and Copenhagen. Complaining about ref decisions.
Tell somebody that gives a damn. You get that about us.
You gotta respect the ref decision, man. Just respect it, man. You're getting too emotional. You know what I'm saying? Too emotional. Man, just too emotional, guys. Just too emotional out there. But let me know what you guys thought of today's Champions League game in the comments section below. Next up at the weekend, we got Burnley before we hit international break. So hopefully we can secure the 3 points, secure the bag, and keep moving on to bigger and better things. Timo, appreciate you for the time today, my guy. Thank you so much for always stopping through. And listen, without further ado, that's been our time. We gonna catch you on the next one. COYG. Hoo 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 hoo.